Hi guys, what's up? This is a continuation series of Go language REST services. Here we are making a job applications. We already developed a user management and job management. A registered user can create their job and even he can manage their user profile also. Apart from that, we have one special user that is called admin. Admin can watch all the jobs and all the user also. Right now we are giving actually access to the admin to the only watch the jobs and the user. Later on might we will give the update or delete functionality also. So today we'll complete the admin endpoint. So guys, in this video we'll learn about one more thing, how to view our SQLite database, or we can say tabular format, because SQLite is actually just file generated, right? How we can view how many tables we have, and we can run any select query and we can just check it out. Even we can export our SQLite database also. We'll see these things in this video. So let's start the coding part.
Great, let's get started.
This was the last time we developed it. We have the login, registrations, and end user can watch it all the job. Means end user means he don't need to log in it. He can watch the job like a naukri.com. You go and you can watch the job. Even you can search it also. Employer means the company people will be registered on this portal and they need to be upload their job according to their company requirement. They will upload the job and even they can manage their job also. Admin can watch all the user and even he can watch it all the job also. Job he can watch it from here only. So let's make the first endpoint of the admin get all the users. So we'll make it, definitely admin also should be authenticated. We will write down, and this is get endpoint. So over here we will make the users only. We don't require admin. We'll write down the users only, and we will write down the get all the user handler, and this one we will write down into user only. So this is the user handler, and here we will make a functions, this one gin handler functions. Inside in it we will return it get, and we need to make a one service function get all the user. And who will access all the user? Only admin. So we need to write down one more over here. If authentication user is admin, this is, we can get it through the context we already actually stored in a middleware. So we'll get it over here is admin. So if this is admin, then only we will allow it. So we can write down over here. So this request means get all by user. Actually we should check it over here. If this is actually false, we will write down unauthorized to get all actually user over here. If this is correct, then we will go to the service method, and in the service method here we need to define it in user service. We'll write down functions. Here we'll get the database instance, and this is also correct, and we will get the data from here, get list of this one, right? Get all the users. So here we will write down list of models of the user, and we need to define it get all the user into repository. We'll go into repository, we'll make a functions, and here we'll define it simple select start from that one. First we will make it one single model. Definitely we will get all the rows, like similar to what we did it into get all the jobs, same way actually we'll do. So this is also correct. We will actually get all the user from the database, and we are checking does we get any error while actually fetching this request. If it does not have any error, defer means in the last it will automatically will close it. We running one by one loop, all the data whatever it is exactly we can grab it and we can store it over here, or whatever the information we don't like it, we can actually remove it from here also, right? We can actually get it only that particular column also. Suppose I don't want to show to the is admin, okay, so I will just remove from here also, right? But this user list we will show only for admin. So let them display this one also, so that admin user can understand how many admin user already existed over there in database, okay? And this is fine, this is fine. Now we need to be return it also. After this we will write down return users. This is correct. This request we will goes to here, and this is also, and here this is the pointer type, so that's why it's giving errors. So pointer type of slice we have. After that this request will be goes to the handler, and this is our handler, and here we will get all the requests. Cannot use the C. Okay, we have already the C. We need to pass the database also, so we don't need to pass this one. We will pass directly whatever the database object we have. We should receive this one. Yes, we should not receive this one. We will receive this one as a database object, and this a database object we will pass to there, right? And I think we've done it. We'll save it, and routing also done. Yes, let's call it. Over here we will make a one more test API user all .http, and now we need to make a normal get call. So we will call it get http on localhost, and this is user, right? Now we require authentication also, and authentication we need to do through the admin user only. So we'll go there, we'll run the server here. Server is running and have all the endpoint also. So this is done. First we will generate a token, and this token we will give it to user all. Here authorizations token, send a request unauthorized, right? Why? Because this is normal user, we require admin user. And how we will make the admin user, right? So guys, here we have situation how to test this endpoint.
Situationally,
to test this endpoint we required an admin user, because here we already checked it. If it is admin false, then it will get the unauthorized, and that we already tested also. So now we required some user. Now we required some user should be admin, and it should be having database. To do this one, I can write down a insert query. While creating the database itself, we will create a admin user. So here we'll insert a query insert, or we should write down ignore, right? Because if already inserted it, every time we refresh it or every time we run it, one user will be inserted. So we should ignore it also into users. Users is our table, and we will write down or, and we don't require so much. We will just write down username. This is all are wrong, so we'll change it. Username, password, email ID is admin. These are only mandatory, so we'll use this one only. And in place of the value we'll write down, suppose admin is the user, password should be admin @123, email ID should be admin @gmail.com, and definitely this flag we wanted to make it true. So that's it. So we should be have single quote, always remember this one. And if everything is fine, then one user should be inserted in our database. And if I need to check this user is inserted or not inserted, I can check on a UI also. So many tools also there, we can check our flat file database or SQLite database kind of stuff, we can check it also. Or we can check directly also. I'll show you. So for example, this is website SQLite viewer. We wanted to see our database, so I can just go there and drag my database file over here, and it will analyze, and we can see our database. And in the user we can see 2 record, and this is the record we just inserted one, right? So this kind of data we can get it actually. Okay, and guys, this is we can only select, we cannot do insert it, because this is actually we are uploading our database. We are just checking what is how data over there, and we can export it also, right? You can see password is also encrypted, right? But this password we given just now, we can make encryption, and we know that while we will log in it, it will come through some algorithm, and it will make some encryption password and check into database. So I'm using this password over here, or either through the same mechanism how we generate a password, we can generate it also, and I'm using it over here. So let me insert it actually one more user over here. So we'll write down admin1 and 1, and we'll save it. Our database is refreshed, and we are inserting one more user, and let me drag the refreshed file over here. We'll go over there, we got a 3, and now we have this one. Okay, let's log in with this one. So we have username this one, and email ID is this one. So we'll use this one, email ID, and we'll go on login. There we have login. Password is password 123, that is encryption we have, but we'll use this one, and we will log in it. Invalid credentials. Okay, username. Okay, we'll use it admin1, send request. We got authentication token. Congratulations, our admin user is authenticated successfully. Now we need to access this one, so we'll use this one, token, and just send a request. Great,
congratulations,
we got it all the user also, right? And now we can make a one more functionality, delete a user by ID. So admin user have some extra privilege. If somebody make a mistakenly create their company or user, the admin user can delete it also. He got a request, he can delete it also.
Delete, delete.
Right, so that is also we can make. Plus we need to make the forget password, right? And job related thing already we done it. I don't think so we need to make all the job. We can get it over here. If any job we wanted to get it, we can get it over here also through the job ID, right? We can get it, but now only authentication user will see this one. So we will see invalid job ID. This is correct. Here we'll go. We does not have anything, right? Anybody can actually watch it only, and we does not have any authorization for get the job. That is good actually, means anybody can watch it, but he should know about the ID only. So means anybody can see the watch over the portal. I mean, this is public, right? Anybody can see it, so there is no problem. But yeah, update and delete exactly done by the only particular user only. So that is we already have, so we don't need to be take care of the anything related to jobs. But yes, user we need to take care. List of the user we will get, and let's make it a forget password. Then after that we will create and delete the user also.
Password. What's my password?
So to make a forget password request, we will write down post method post forget password, and this method we will define in authentication handler only. Here we'll define functions. This is the method. This is the SQL. This is correct, and we will get a context also. This is also almost correct. Okay, and for this one we will make a new model here. That is called forget password dot go. Inside it we will define a model type forget password request structure, and here we'll write down simple username because we will get this one only. Username, this is correct, and this one we will use in handler while actually getting the data. So we'll write down here, this is actually will come as this request, and this request we can bind it over here, right? If you get some error, we will show some error over here. After that we will just simply call this one and we will pass the request. This is database, so here in the service we need to define the forget password. Then the service authentication service will define functions forget password, and here okay, that's fine, we will write down, we will change it. So we will get a username only, so we want to get this one. This is correct, this is correct. Now in the repository we'll call it get user by username. Okay, yeah, we have already, it's good. Yes, so in the repository through the username we will get the user. This is our user, and password we need to be generated random password. So guys, while a user will send a forget password request, he will get a 6-digit a random password. Okay, and next time once he authenticate with that random password, he can change the password into profile. So this is the functionality. So we won't be send any email or SMS right now. Later on might we will extend our functionality and we will make it, but right now once the user will send a request of the forget password, he will get a 6-digit password on a portal only on the top. This is your new password, and he can copy and use it exactly, or either he can note down, or we will write down a message. You can change the password once you log in with this temporary password. Inside in it you can go and change it also. Temporary password we can make it like a way also. So once user will log in with temporary password, we will forcefully redirect on a change password page, and user need to change the password only, otherwise he cannot be go further also. So that is also we can make it. So to generate a random password, we will create a file into util over here, and we will write down password dot go. Inside in it we will write down generate a random 6-digit password. So we'll say function generate password, and here we need to return it only, that is string, and here we will write down constant digit from the random password is these are, for example, and where password of type is string dot builder. This is the type. Password grow 6-digit. So grow is the function, there we can pass the capacity. Okay, so this is the capacity we are passing. We run a loop over here, I equal to 0. This is 6-digit, that is correct. And over here we'll see password right, this is correct also, and this should become colon, this is correct. Random, this is a package, and from this string it will generate one by one randomly, and that we are writing down on a byte over here. And finally we will return password password dot string over here, right? So this is our 6-digit random password we generate from here. This one we will use it over here, that is utils generate password over here. Here we can make it also like a way, we will pass the digit, and that digit we will over here we will write down character count, that is called integer, and this character count we can pass it over here and here also, right? So that means how many digits we wanted to generate, 6 or 8 we can generate it over here, but right now we are generating only 6, and from this one we will get this user and we will get the updated password also, right? After that either we can generate a token, or we can from here itself exactly will send a response, this is your new password, you can log in it also, right? Or either we can just authenticate it, but we will give this random password to the user so that user will log in itself only, and once he log in anytime he can change it also password. Next part is we will change this one. First we need to be update into repository also, so we'll call a repository update user password. This is correct, this is also correct, and we'll define this one. So we'll define it into repository, we can write down over here only, and we will make it functions update password repository. Here we'll get a user, if we get error we will return the error, otherwise insert the user, simple it. So this is fine, return from here, this is fine, this is fine. So yes, we require database also, so we will get the database similar to this one. This is fine. Here password on the basis of whatever the user ID we have, we will actually update it also. This request is correct, this request we will go over here, this is correct. We can write down from here itself string message, or we will just return it, or we will just return the error only, so we don't need to write down. If we have error we'll return the error, otherwise we'll return a nil over here, right? We will understand in handler. So if it does not have any error, so means actually our request is completed over here, right? And this is request, that is correct. Either I can pass the username also, or either I can pass the request also, or I can write down username. This is also fine. If you get an error, we will write down the error handling over here. If you get an error, we will say internal server error. If everything is fine, we will simply say password resetted, email sent, not like a way. And we need to be written the password also. Forget it. Yes, we should be write down password, we should be receive this password, so we'll receive it, user password, this is correct, it was also correct, string error, in case of this no, blank or error, right? So this is fine, this is done. Now we'll go over there, we get a password, we'll say return this password only, right? Simply this password will return it. We can say yeah, updated password, or some message we will write down. So this is the way he will get a new password, right? So this is done. Let's test this request also. So we'll go into test API. So we'll go into test API and we will make a new one, user forget password. Here we'll write down post space http localhost. This is correct. And what was the endpoint we made it? Forget password. This forget password, we'll use it over here. Here we need to define it username. So username will be any name. Suppose admin password can be changed. No, we won't be changed, but we can write down a constraint. But right now we will write down a password of for example we have login and we have admin only, and yes, we can write down this one also. And one more thing, we forget it, we should be hash it also, right? While storing the database we should hash it also. So whatever the password we get it, now we need to hash it. So whatever the password we get, we are creating a hash, and this hash we are actually storing into database. So we'll use this one, same thing, we'll use it over here. Before this one we'll use it, and in our case this is our fine, or I can write down this one also, this is also fine. So first I will generate a password and assign to the user, and later on actually we'll change it. And here in this message, and this is hash password. So this is done. Now we go again in forget password, and suppose I want to change the password of admin only. Okay, admin wanted to password. Yes, admin password, right? Last time also we saw it, admin password was very simple. This one was the password. I need to update this one. So let's hit it, send a request. Okay, and this is the password we got it.
Encrypted, maybe.
right? But we should not get this password, we should get a only plain password. Okay, so let's change the logic. So this one, let me close this one. So we'll go there into user service. Here we'll change it in authentications, whatever the password we generated over here. Okay, we'll write down in variables. You can say generated password, generated password. This password we are using it over here. Whatever the password we get it over here will be. So this one will return it, right? Now we'll test one more time. Send a request. So okay, send a request. We got this password, right? Now let's see if database password is changed or not. We can just simply drag it our database file over here, and we can select this one, and we got a new password. That's great, right? So now we are able to change the password also, right? So I think that's it. We will do in this video only this much only, because otherwise our video will be goes too lengthy. So in next video we'll make the two more functionality: change the password and delete a user by admin. Okay, these two functionality will add, and then after that this Go language job services or REST services will complete it. Then we'll focus on the UI part, means the React part. Okay, first we will make this complete project, and after that we will start the GraphQL, microservices. So guys, stay tuned and learn with me, and see you in the next video. Till the time, happy coding.